What's going on, y'all? And welcome to the second episode of my offensive coordinator dynasty offline of Iowa. My goal is to get them at least to the Big 12 Big 10 championship. I have three goals. If you guys have heard the last episode, I have to get a pure running quarterback, and I have, as you guys see here, I have Alan Biard. Not who I want, but I'm going to have to hit the portal. But the three goals are I have to have a pure running quarterback who has to win the Heisman. I need to get a Big 10 championship, and I have to reach level 50. So those are the goals for this dynasty. And then once I hit those goals, I'm moving on. I'm going to find my next job. But as you guys can see here, I'm really going receiver heavy, because you guys will see in this next game against Rutgers and against Indiana, I do not have the athletes at receiver. I do not have good receivers who can get separation. So I ran the ball quite a bit. But my main goal is to get receivers, sure up the defensive tackle spot, a few tight ends, and then once I start getting commitments, or if I get commitments, then I'm going to be moving on to the offensive line. Because a lot of my philosophy with offensive linemen is my tackles, I get well-rounded. And then my center and guards are usually either agile or raw strength. So let's get to this game. This was a barn burner. It was not a barn burner. But Rutgers held in there, and as I mentioned before, I'm only playing offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop at the 37.
Get the first down. Immediately into the hurry up.
The defense has got to do a better job.
I always forget with this quarterback,
I
do not have the arm strength to make this pass. And when I don't have the arm strength, guess what? Interception. I don't know what I was thinking on that.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play,
third down, got to get a first down. And part of the way I play is I don't really understand how people can just keep just going backwards, just going back. I always step up and I get the first down. I need to remove it. I need to go and listen to somebody say the quarterback's name. Bukowski. I'm not my out of my train of thought, I guess. Bad throw. I don't know why I threw that. And that's one thing, too, that about I hope 27 is a little bit better with some of these animations. And also, too, the safety play, especially when you're playing against a cornerback or a safety, those dudes be coming out of nowhere. I mean, it feels like they do. But we're just kind of chugging along here. And some of the receiver animations, too, as well. Some of these dudes be looking like they're getting body slammed. We pull, we read. And we're just making our way. And this is, like I said, we're already hitting towards the end of the first half. Once we get this score here, oh, man.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
But I'm not going to show you the entire game.
Way to go after the loss on the last play.
You guys only see
the defense getting home with the pass rush, playing man coverage.
There's just a lot of different things that I'm trying to work out in this playbook, especially when it comes to like motioning to the side, because a lot of this playbook is a lot of running plays, quarterback, run plays, play action, and obviously I'd have the 5 wide set.
It'll be third
But with
and
this specific
long.
team and not really having the receivers I want on this team, I feel like I'm kind of in a bind a little bit with who I can throw to.
Running back searching for a hole.
God bless. Why did I spin that way?
They stop him just a
That
length
drives
or
me
two
crazy.
short of the first. And
Back in
man,
the
what they
no
can
huddle.
do
We're
on
still in the
second
first
down
quarter.
here.
Really good
Nobody
surge
scored. This
that
is an
time by the
Iowa
offensive
football
line. You saw
staple.
all those bodies by
0
the
to
defense
0.
being pushed backwards.
Beautiful
Right over the
football.
crease
The
for
best
ball
football ever
carrier.
played.
He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up
1
2nd and inches.
yard in a cloud of
Now, the
dust.
Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield.
And I mean, I'm trying to mix it up here,
Johnson
too. Like,
turned in
I'm
one
just
of the most
trying to
prolific
find
rushing seasons in
something.
Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns.
Because I got to
Who
find the
was
weaknesses
This offense
in
a year ago, David.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But
if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese,
this
we've been
Iowa
just
offense is pretty
clamoring for
frustrating.
years.
The offensive
Just
line,
give me
though, I'll
some
say
offense.
this.
Like
You
some
get into the
form
third
of
and fourth
passing
quarter, man, they
attack.
start
Another
wearing
new
people
system.
down.
Tim Lester comes
And that's a
in
lot
as
of the
OC.
reasons why I'm not
Interesting to see
entirely
what
sure
they
how
do.
they aren't. Oh, yeah. Nice
Nice
run.
pick up on the ground there, and they'll move this
But
one for
I'm
the
not
first
entirely
down.
sure how.
As they get set to snap it just about to
I
reach
guess
the end of the
Iowa
quarter.
has never been that great a team. Sorry, Iowa fans. Surprised I haven't had any of y'all in here talking crazy. But this is a new channel.
On first down.
Nothing there,
Quarterback
nothing
on the
there.
line, still
Step up.
looking.
Okay.
There to make
Like I
the
said,
tackle, and that's how we'll
whatever
wrap
that's
up
got,
this
quarterback's name
period.
is Brickovitz, whatever his
It's been a
name.
defensive battle through the first period, and the stats
He's not
tell
terrible,
that
but
tale.
it's frustrating. He's a senior and only 80 overall. I thought about switching him out, but he's the fastest and he has
So second down here as we're back
the
at
better
it after the
stats
break.
than anybody. Second down, 1 yard.
Running it to the right.
I think it's to the crib.
Pass
Take it to the
30.
crib, young man.
Into the secondary.
Hey, we're on the board,
Iowa
finally.
has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone.
Also, too, man, I'm
They
trying to
saw
run
what
this
happened on
fullback
that last
dive.
scoring drive, and now
I'm trying to kick it old
probably
school.
Feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
But I think in this,
He
I
is
believe
going
in this game, we're
nowhere.
going to start
Stop
spamming
at the line of
this.
scrimmage. Backed
But
up
once I get
now
a
here,
decent
second and long.
tight
To the
end,
ground with
oh
the
yeah, we'll be
back.
cooking the
Defense
grease.
fills those gaps. He's got
But until
one to the
then,
28.
We'll see.
Man down on the play as the officials take a
Third
break
and
to let him be
7.
checked out. Let's see what call
Third and
they have
7.
on third and long
Little
from
motion.
the 28.
Get somebody moving. Nobody moves. All right.
Play action fake.
Sack. Fumble.
Comes out. What a disaster.
And this is one thing, too, about the fumbles in this game. How in the world can someone fumble the football? The ball gets kicked out into someone else's of your same team or the other team, and it ends up in not that terrible of a loss or a touchdown for the other team. It doesn't make any sense with this game. This game, I know a lot of people complain about that's trash. I don't really think it's trash when you're playing against a computer. There are some AI things that I think, especially when you're up like 14-0. I've noticed this. Every time you're up 14-0 on this game, somehow, some way, something doesn't go your way, and they always end up back in the game. Not always, but they end up back in the game, and I don't really know. I mean, that's obviously AI, but I've noticed that. There'll be times where, like, I'll be up 14-0, 17-0, and all of a sudden they get back in the game somehow with the fumble, with the like if I'm like with this specifically, I'm offensive coordinator, so I don't play defense or I don't play special teams, and so something happens in that sim that allows them to get back into the game. Nice run. Let's go ahead and break this game open. Let's go ahead and do it. So as you guys can see, just simple. I'm running the ball. You'll see in the Indiana game coming up, I think I ran that ball. I think I had like 200 yards rushing. I think it's a 2-minute warning. Yeah. But in that Indiana game coming up, I'll show you guys a little bit of that. But I ran the ball so many times, I had like 200 yards rushing. 0 passing yards. Kicking it Iowa football style. 1 yard in the cloud of dust, like I said before. But this game is fun. Like I said, the people that complain a lot about it, I don't really quite understand. That's just maybe I just enjoy something and I just love it. I love it because I love it. But I do understand people playing online. I'm not really an online guy. When I do play online, I feel like it's easier. Because, like, you can start to kind of figure out what people are doing. Like, with the mad scientist AI, adaptive AI, it's, like, a little bit harder because you have to change it up or you're getting lit up. Like, I didn't change formations right there. All right, there we go. Get in there. Coming from behind, 17-13. About to be 2017. Fourth quarter. Starts getting ugly. Start wearing them down. All right, back on offense. Running verts.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
Step up. There we go. There we go. Something easy. But we got to get in the hurry up. We're gonna spam it. Uh-oh, somebody's offsides. Somebody's offsides. Oh yeah, we cooked. We cooked. There we go. Easy one. And I think by this point, it's looking about over. Putting a nail in the coffin. Reed. Oh, right in there. Easy. And Kamari Moulton, I'm going to lean on him in these next few games. He is, he's obviously my best running back, 85 overall. Got pretty decent speed. But as you guys can see, 34-17 is the ending of that bad boy. So we have kind of redeemed ourselves from that Iowa State loss earlier in the season. We leveled up, I think, to level 9. Let's see if we get any recruits here. No. Everybody's visiting this week. So let's see how it shakes out. Oh, we got let's see, Big Ten Player of the Week, safety, Lutmer. And I'm going to look at something here. And this is, I was trying to see if I wanted to change quarterbacks who had better, throw power, and, he's about as best as we're going to get. I try to go back through here and see, but I just don't see if we have a better option at quarterback. And like I said, when we hit the portal in the offseason, hopefully we can win out. I'm not sure, but we need to win out, because if we don't, we will be losing Kamari Moulton in the portal. I can't tell you how many dynasties I've done where he always leaves the portal and I always pick him up. And I may be cheating, but that's probably why it was easier for me to do Iowa State. And also them only getting $12 in NCAA money is kind of egregious too. But we're going through here. We're checking every last thing. Telfort is someone who is questionable on, because there's not a lot of speed except for Waller, but I'm probably going to lose out on him to Michigan. So we'll see how that shakes out, but I'm going to get rid of him. Maybe I might go look at him later if Michigan kind of falls off. But a lot of the receivers I have picked do not have a lot of speed, but they do have things that I like route running and spectacular catching. So we'll see how it shakes out, but we got to beat Indiana to get these recruits. I think we got 3 or 4 coming in, defensive tackle, Rawlings, Telfort, receivers. So let's get into the game.
This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
There he goes. And he won't. He's here. And the Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Running to Green.
I really do not trust my quarterback. No disrespect. But against this Indiana defense, who's got a pretty good defense, I trust Kamari Moulton, than I do the quarterback. I am spamming. Don't hate, but I'm spamming power I. I'm running every single play in this formation, and I'm just trying to get really best field position as I can, because I'm going to be playing basically a keep away from Indiana's offense and from Fernando Mendoza. I end up basically getting all the way down, and I'm able to get a field goal. And this is where the game kind of breaks open. Kamari Moulton going down the sideline. Just wish he had enough speed to get away, but that's all right. We're going to be cooking. We're attempting to throw a pass. Just trying to get something easy. I step up. Like I said, the arm strength isn't there for our quarterback, but we're going to need an upgrade. I go back to the power I. Let's see. Like I said, just can't go wrong, man. This offensive line can just, it's just moving people. So I'm going to keep doing that. I don't care if it's spam. I don't care what it is. If you can't stop me, I'm going to keep doing it. Can't stop, won't stop. Nah, that's crazy. No Diddy. And we're getting... Also, by the way, I do have Chew Clock on as well because I am trying to get out of here with victories. I'm not trying to win any stat awards, nothing. I'm trying to get out of here with as many wins as possible. As you guys can see, 96 yards rushing, 0 passing yards. But that time of possession, and you're going to see this too, and I think one thing that I'm not really seeing a lot of people on, NCAA, I guess the content creators, is I absolutely believe that wear and tear, if you have a certain style of play and a certain style of players, that wear and tear can affect, because as you see over the course of this game, the more I just keep leaning on this defense and staying out on the field, things start getting a little bit easier. Moulton, man, he carried the rock and basically carried us this game. Let's see if we can get in here. No, stopped.
And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground.
Stopped at the goal line.
Trying to pound it in. And they can't. One stop.
And we eventually get in there. 10-0. Good guys. Indiana finally gets on the board. And I'm just going to keep running it. I'm going to keep running it. I'm just going to keep keeping it on the ground because, like I said, don't trust it. Let's see here. Oh. Hey, look at that. Great user. Hey, let's go. He took this to the crib. Moulton. He may win the Heisman, y'all. He is taking this team from absolutely the gulags, and he's got Indiana on the ropes. Kamari Moulton, number 28. We love to see it. Look at that. Oop. And he's out. He's out of here. And there ain't no catching that young man. Love to see it. Moved it down the field. Indiana scores another touchdown. We're only up 7 points. This is where Dallas starts to creep in. You start wondering if you even have the horses and take a sack. We're going to skip forward just a little bit so we get the field goal. That was 4th down. Get sacked on 3rd down. And look at these stats, y'all. 0 yards passing. 232 yards rushing. And we're going to keep it that way until we need something to happen. Up 10. We have an angle route called on 3rd down. Steps up in the pocket. Oh, no. Look at this catch, y'all. Ooh. How did he catch that? Yeah, he's him. Just standing there like that. So my mad scientist, Adaptive AI, I got him on this one. They think we're running the same play. Nope. Take this to the crib, young man. Oh! So close. But they thought that we was gonna run the same play. Nuh-uh, wheel route, brother. Almost cribbed it. Let's go ahead and seal it. Let's go ahead and end it. It's over now. Kamari Moulton, star of the game, as the crowd cheers. 193, 4 touchdowns, and the play of the game. This is insane. Great throw. Ooh. To seal it. Nice play. All right, we're almost at 10, level 10. Let's see if we get any commits here. Rawlings. Got him. Oh, we got another one. Telfort. Got him. 3-star. Stoner. D tackles. Okay. 3 commits. Player of the week. Kamari Moulton. Big Ten Player of the Week. National Player of the Week. All right. and we're at a bye week. So let's do some recruiting. Got to get Hurley. So Hurley is my number one guy that I really want for this team. Simply for the fact that when Moulton's gone, Hurley's going to step up. I may not even be at Iowa to see Hurley through, but get him on the squad, get him trained up. And then let's see here. We got this is another guy too that I find very interesting too, because eventually I guess I could move him over to D tackle at 293. But he has quick step. It's going to be an interesting decision to make if I get him. And like I said, let's do some recruiting here. Let's switch things. In 27, college football 27, we need to do less. I love how detailed this is, but the amount of clicking is insane. It's almost annoying. Maybe they'll figure a way out to just be able just to recruit with one button. We just like tab over if we have points. Hit the button, boom. He scouted all 5 times, 3 times, whatever you're at on your recruiting skill level. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good about the recruiting class, especially once we start getting our championship contender up a little bit. And so now, like I said, I mentioned before, once we start getting, commits, I'm going to move on to basically right tackle, well-rounded. Center and guards will be either agile or raw strength, because I want dudes pancaking. Pause. And these guys are okay. There's a few guys on here that I'm like, okay, we'll see how it goes, but let's move on to the next week. Starting the week off right, we got another commit from Kennedy, 4-star guy. We're in rivalry week with Wisconsin this week. One thing, too, I want to make sure I get done. Quan Smith is a gem. Got to get that guy. And we're going to finish recruiting our right tackles. I like all those guys. One thing about well-rounded, they're all pretty balanced out, so I don't have to, focus on trying to upgrade certain guys to get them to certain levels. As I go through here, and we're going to be scheduling visits. Another big game to win, 4-1 on the season, hopefully. And Biard, I hope that we do get him for depth reasons, but I said depth reasons, dang. Depth reasons, but like I said, I'm going to be hitting the portal for a quarterback. But one thing that I wanted to really kind of touch on this time is going after cornerbacks. And really, I guess, safeties, really just defensive backs in general. Topa, Poe, and Cantu. Sounds like a Pokemon game.
In the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this.
Already facing a 4th down. Get a little bit of a toss play right here. Kamari Moulton. Oh, yeah.
There he goes.
This dude might win the Heisman. Let's see if he... Oh, so close, but so far away. Something light, something easy. Yeah, I think with the way that Kamari Moulton's playing right now, he might definitely win the Heisman. Tried to spin out of that one, didn't work. Let's see if we can get in here. That read option, man, is killing teams. Easy money. Easy money. Easy money. Add another one. Like I said, I can't say that this quarterback is terrible. He has his moments. And here, ooh, I don't know if that's a touchdown. I'll be honest with you, but he gave it to us. 14-0. Get a stop. Got the ball back. Got 3 options here, but you know what we're going to do. Easy money, Kamari Moulton. Wisconsin scores. We got a field goal on the previous drive. When in doubt, read option. We're cooking everybody in this first half of the season with it. They cannot be stopped. Quarterback gets in, an easy one. This game was not close at all. Iowa, we win. We get the trophy. Looks good on us. Got the bull. Whatever that trophy is, I didn't even check to see what it was. And let's check the final score. 45-13. Not enough to level up. Almost hitting 11. Let's see if we get a commit. Ooh, we got another. I was going to say our receiving core next year, I may have done something right. Moving on to Penn State. It's going to be a good one. But I appreciate y'all. Please like, share, and comment. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.